So my name's Alex Lazzarini. I'm here with Rick, and Rick is the president of business operations over for the Brewers. And so we're kind of just going to hop right into this if you're okay with that.
Sure.
All right, sounds good. I mean, as a Brewers fan myself, it feels like theme nights kind of keep getting bigger and bigger every year. So what part of this 2026 lineup is exciting to you?
Yeah, I think we're always trying to, push the envelope on theme nights and what themes will be resonating with our fans. I think we've got boy band night, Star Wars night we do every year because it's extremely popular, as you can
Right.
imagine. We've got Snoopy and Linus and the cast of characters from the venerable comic
Mhm.
strip. They'll be part of a theme night. We have we've got Paw Patrol, which will appeal to kids. So, just a lot of different ones. And, plus the giveaways, the bobbleheads and the heritage nights to celebrate, African Americans in baseball and Hispanics in baseball, Pride Night. So, we're trying to just show the community that, it's not just fun baseball, it's not just a great experience, but there's also fun things associated with, popular culture and historic events and our great, different communities.
Right, and kind of what you were saying about like Star Wars Night's kind of a huge deal that always brings in a big crowd. But when it comes to these like Hello Kitty night and boy band night, what do you kind of learn about or what do you learn from the fans going into a night like that?
Yeah, I think, one of the things we're trying to do is attract a wider audience. And we obviously do very well with avid baseball fans,
Mhm.
as you would expect. And with Hello Kitty or some of these other nights where you might get somebody who's not like a huge baseball fan, but is a huge fan of Hello Kitty or some of the promotional items, and we get them to the ballpark, they have a fun experience. They take in aspects of the game and either become a fan or say, listen, I don't love baseball, but I love the experience. I love the atmosphere and I'll come back. So it's, we have to attract, so many different demographics to be successful. And, while I want everybody to be a hardcore baseball fan, the reality is there's different gradations of
Right,
avidity,
right.
and casual fans, we want them. And even if you're not a fan, if you're a fan of Hello Kitty, we want to welcome you to the ballpark and we'll promise to entertain you.
Right. So I mean, once again, going back to these new additions, I mean like Naruto Night, Hello Kitty, Boy Band Night, Paw Patrol Night too. I assume that's kind of attracting a younger crowd and families. But
Sure.
from a fan and a business perspective of the game, how do you decide when it's time to introduce something new?
Yeah, I think we obviously try to pay attention to pop culture and trends, and when we think there is enough interest in a theme, or a collectible or some kind of pop culture phenomenon, we're going to try to take advantage of it. And obviously, we have to deal with licensing issues. We
Right.
can't just promote some third party intellectual property because we have to get permission. So all of these are part of licensing agreements. And so while there's some things we'd like to do, we just haven't been able to get the licensing agreements, and that's the reason for it, as opposed to just deciding it's not what we want to do. But we're very fortunate that we have some great companies that work with us. And obviously Star Wars is, they really get
Yeah.
what baseball means and the importance of bringing in the fans of that series to baseball stadiums, and in other places learned that there's really great promotions and synergies between different licensed products, baseball and a movie theme or band theme, and we bring it together and it usually ends up being very successful.
Yeah, and I mean when it comes to Star Wars, it's they kind of understand how a crazy fan base works. I mean that they've been at it for 70 years, just kind of same formula over and over again, and it's been working for them. Um,
Yeah.
so when it comes to getting feedback from fans, does that kind of influence where you go and kind of how do these fans reach out to you guys and say, okay, this is what we want to do? Do you guys put polls out or how do you do that?
Yeah, well, for theme nights that we put and activate, the best polling we get is ticket sales.
Mhm.
So we'll obviously look at what tickets are selling for which theme nights, how quickly the tickets sell out. And so that's a really good barometer of the popularity of something. We also do a lot of fan focus groups. We do a lot of surveying of our fans. If you're, one of the 500,000 registered users of brewers.com, you're going to get, in the course of the year, you're going to get surveys from us. And we love when people take, a few minutes to fill them out. So we ask their opinions on theme nights, both how did we present and activate the theme night if you attended, or what theme nights do you think we should pursue? So we try to get as much data as we can uh, about everything. But theme nights are such a big part of our ticket promotions that we want to make sure we hit it right. And we're not going to bat 1,000 in all of them, and we recognize that sometimes the activation isn't as good as we'd like, or sometimes the giveaway isn't as attractive, or other factors. But we're trying to scientifically figure out what are the most attractive theme nights, what are going to generate the most tickets, and what can we do the activation proud so that fans think this was a great experience and want to come back.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have a couple giveaways this year that almost make me want to use some PTO, like the Naruto jerseys and especially the Grogu Baby Yoda one. That one seems like a lot of fun. But I mean, that's kind of one of the better parts of a theme night is the exclusive giveaways. So when it comes to those, how much thought goes into what item you're going to be choosing?
Yeah, well, we are constrained because oftentimes in the licensing there are restrictions or specific things we can and cannot do.
Mhm.
So, we have to adhere to the licensing party and make sure that we have permission to produce a giveaway that's approved. But within the contours of that, we just try to come up with something that we think will be popular and fun and, evoke some kind of baseball connection. So it's not just giving away a Star Wars character, it's giving away a Star Wars character with a baseball element to it.
Mhm.
And again, it's, we're not going to be perfect all the time, but I think our folks are really creative. And we also talk to other teams who have had theme nights, and we also understand, hey, if something's popular in Cincinnati or Minnesota or Colorado, it may be popular in Milwaukee. So we'll share ideas with other teams, and also share concepts with other ideas, because a lot of theme nights are duplicated by teams around Major League Baseball, and we
Mhm.
all learn from each other's work on this.
Yeah, so what's been your favorite so far?
I still like, I'm not a huge Star Wars guy per
Yeah.
se, but I think the Star Wars, we've done the best activation. I think that's because we've done it the most. And I think, the people who license the Star Wars imagery really understand and are willing to work with us and come up with some creative stuff. So, and we have a lot of fun with, activating in the scoreboard where we put, the visiting players in certain Star Wars like stormtrooper type of
Right.
outfits, and
Yeah.
then we obviously put our players and have fun with the names and characters. So I just like Star Wars Night because it's not just a giveaway; it's an entire stadium activation experience.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel similar when it comes to, not being a huge fan of something, but I mean, you guys have it down pat by now, I assume, with the Star Wars. I mean, I'm not big into anime, but that Naruto jersey you guys have coming up, that's really awesome.
Yeah, that's a really popular thing, and yeah, I'm not the best judge of what's popular or what is the latest trends in pop culture,
Right.
because I'm an old guy. But when I see young people coming to games who we don't normally see at the games, and they're coming because of a theme night, then I know we've done something right, because we're attracting, again, a different kind of crowd to come to the games. And once they're at the ballpark, it's on me and our staff to try to encourage them to come back. And we can do that by having a good experience, a safe experience, an affordable experience, and hopefully a Brewers win.
Absolutely. So one more, I got one more. So theme nights kind of bring in a lot of first time fans and families with younger people. So kind of how important is it to create those memories that kind of just go beyond the game itself?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, you never know what's going to resonate with somebody when they come to the baseball game. It
Mhm.
goes from the extreme of somebody who lives and dies with every pitch to somebody who probably couldn't even name five players on either team.
Right.
And within that spectrum, you have different touch points of how we can get fans activated and how we can get them back.
hmm
And again, if it's a theme night, if it's the giveaway, if it's something we did on the scoreboard, if it's the music, some of the theme nights we're going to have post game, either a laser show or some kind of activation after the game. If we can figure out a different touch point for a fan and get them back, then we've succeeded. And but there's 40,000 people coming to a game, and there are 40,000 different touch points and 40,000 different experiences, and we can't hit them all. But again, I'm willing to sort of extend our reach and sort of go outside the envelope to try to reach the fans, and we'll do something quirky. We don't want to offend the fans who are there for the game experience, who are
Mhm.
Brewers fans, and I think we can do a good job of towing the line between creating a great experience for the hardcore fans, but also adding a new experience, a new activation for people who are here mainly for the theme night.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me. This has meant a
Sure.
lot. Hopefully we'll see you at the ballpark this year.
We certainly will. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, thanks. Have a good one.